Well, I guess the intro is not going to come on, which is okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Melinda Fargis, president and founder of Action Travel Incorporated, and I'm so glad you joined us tonight. Every Monday earthquakes that were significant events around the world. Well, it just does not want to do what I want it to do. Here we go. Well, it'll come on in a second. First, the Philippines. Okay. Let's try this. Well, I really wanted you to see this. I take a lot of time in putting these graphics together. Okay. That's a whole 30 seconds wasted. Okay, you just get to see me. So we're talking about the magnitude 4.7 earthquake that struck near Davao Oriental in the Philippines. Strong shaking was reported, and damage was reported in several areas. Aftershocks continue. A tsunami warning was issued and later canceled, and thankfully, everything, the major damage reports were very limited. The closer to my heart place was an earthquake in Alaska, out on the Alaskan Peninsula. If you go out the islands, like from Fairbanks, Anchorage, Seward, or where you pick up cruise ships, that trail of islands, that's where it happened at. Unusual 7.4 earthquake impacted the New Britain region in Papua New Guinea. Again, there were tsunami warnings, but they were all retracted. The south end of Alaska, it reminds me that in this beautiful destination, some of the most geologically active places on Earth. And we're going there next September. And then tonight, I'm going to share with you our Travel Smart lesson before you take any international or even domestic trip. I have a Travel Smart takeaway for you, and it's to know your destination, to check advisories, to stay informed, and to weather watch. We're going to jump into Erin and see if Erin will come up. My little thing is just spinning. Erin is one that we're watching closely. It's strengthening, and its forecasts showing the possibility of reaching a Cat 3 hurricane in strength. The areas monitored right now are the Caribbean, the coastal regions, and the portions of the U.S. coast. Actually, it looks like from Georgia, the latitude, say mid-South Carolina through southern New York. That's all in the shaded area. Well, there pops that one, and that's not the one I want. We would very much like to have Erin, since that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, check your airline travel website for updates. That's what the airlines expect for you to do. If they make changes, that's where they're going to put it. Okay, yay, there was our earthquake watch. Well, we talked about that. Now we're going to go over to Erin and see if it will pop up. Remove, please. I don't know what the lag is. I hope that you guys aren't hearing a lag in my speech. Okay, I'm going to say, let's choose this one. Okay, we'll just play it by ear. What I want you to know is there is a lot going on in the world of cruising. There's always something happening in the cruise world, but tonight we have several important stories. First, celebrity cruises are increasing their daily gratuity amounts. $1.50 per person. Now you come up with, Erin. Okay, let's see if I can say remove this one and give me this one. This is where we're at now. Let's see how long it takes. Travelers should consider when they're looking at cruise ships. The good reminder is that when comparing cruise vacations, the advertised rate is only one part of that cruise price. You have to add in gratuities, excursions, specialty dining if you're going to do that, a drink package if you're going to do that, and the overall value. You take all of those components, and a good travel agent will help you decide if that's a good value for you. There were 2 incidents this week, and I hope these folks had a good travel agent because they would need one. Viking had a ship that recently ran aground on a sandbar, and it required more than 120 people to be airlifted. And wow, it finally pops up. Okay. The long ship was doing a river cruise, and it ran against a sandbar, and they were literally stuck. There's water all around them. Helicopters came, and several, well, over 120 were airlifted off of the ship. That was quite some doing. The safety procedures, the experience of cruise, and emergency planning is one thing you should consider. Let's talk about the number 3 story, the MS Divina. its PA system was hacked when they left Turkey and were on their way to Naples. It wasn't quite in the middle of the night, but it was super duper early in the morning. And the PA system came on and it said, the captain, wait, let me quote it. The captain has lost control of your ship and a shipwreck is inevitable. Can you imagine hearing that over a PA system? It ended up being a hack. 6 passengers, adult passengers, were removed from the ship when they arrived in Naples. The Coast Guard came to the cruise port and arrested them. It's likely that they could be banned from future sailings because of such a crazy act. Who would do that? Now that I've got a screen, we're going to talk about the Smart Travel Takeaway tonight. See, I put this together so that you can stay informed, so that you can plan ahead, so that you can travel smart, pack wisely, stay flexible, keep important documents secure, a reminder to respect and connect, embrace local cultures. When in Rome, do as the Romans. That's more than just a cliche. It is something that travelers and locals kind of come to expect. And take time to prevent, unplug, and enjoy the moments that matter most. This season of travel, it's kind of like we're 3/4 of the way through summer vacation time. And when we go somewhere, how do we come back? Do you come back rested, or do you need a vacation after your vacation? I have helped travelers who have gone to Europe and had to see absolutely everything. And honestly, they needed a vacation when they got home from their trip just to recuperate. I was asked and I've accepted. I'm going to be a speaker at the Professional Work-Life Balance Summit in October. And I'll tell you, when I was going through cancer, I had an oncologist and she was so kind. She said, Melinda, you're a travel agent. You should always have a trip planned. It's so good for your mind to be able to see something in the future, have a goal, an activity, a trip planned that you and your body can focus on. I've never forgot that. And I've developed quite a library of positive health benefits to travel. And that's what I'm going to talk about. So you'll see that on my Facebook page, on my LinkedIn page. I encourage you to check it out. It costs nothing to attend. I want you to know you are all invited to the Professional Development Journeys trip to Alaska next September 5th through the 15th. It's our 20th Alaska group trip. And this one, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of themed for seniors. I'm taking mom. I have a fair amount of seniors on the trip already, and I don't foresee that really changing. We have 10 days of breathtaking beauty and unforgettable Princess Cruise care. We're going to do the Denali Explorer cruise tour. So we're going to fly into Fairbanks and we're going to stay in Fairbanks at the Princess Lodge. We're going to go down to Denali and stay in the Princess Lodge. We'll see Denali National Park. And the day we leave for the cruise ship, we're going to get on the Alaska Railroad, one of the top 5 train trips in the world. So we will cruise the stunning Glacier Bay and College Fjord, and we'll go at a relaxed pace. You know, when you get off the ship, I have all the excursions pre-organized. I charter a bus, so there's no need to hurry. It's our coach, it's our van, whatever the case is. And I know there are people who don't want to be tracked, but you know, we're in a world where unless you have a reason not to be tracked, it's kind of a good thing. We are still looking for the Carrie lady who went missing in Grenada a week ago, more than a week ago. And I had hoped that I would be able to bring you some up-to-date information about her, but nothing has surfaced yet. So I apologize. I will definitely come out and let you guys know when we have something, but it's a bad situation. Wherever you go, whatever you do, be aware of your surroundings. Don't go places by yourself. And gosh, touch base with whoever you're traveling with at least every other hour or two so that things like this just don't happen. So I'm Melinda Fargis. I am happy to be with you. I try to bring information to you each week so that you travel smarter. Knowledge is the best passport. Please remember, with Action Travel, you're never alone. ASTA's statement for years, their tagline has been, without a travel agent, you're on your own. And then I added, and with Action Travel, you're never alone, because you get to carry this phone number with you everywhere you go. Isn't that a precious little boy? That's mine. Oh, I can tell you guys, Trey and Maya are having another little boy, and it's going to be in September. I wasn't allowed to tell you until they told everybody they needed to. I just can't wait. Being a grandma is the best thing. All right, guys, I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I went about 20 minutes, but it's great to be here. Let me know as I can help you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Ciao.